Hey, what's going on, everyone? Back for this Tuesday slate. We have a 9-game slate today. What a wild Monday it was. One of the craziest days in DFS. Going into lock, we had all the news like 2 hours before, feeling good. And then all of a sudden, Mike Budenholzer drops that lineup on us and couldn't even give us a courtesy of letting us know that they were going to rest. So he's officially on the list. And yeah, maybe you guys had some success last night if you avoided those players, but still, even if you did and then you pivoted to like a Powell, he got hurt too. So not a good day. But good thing we have a 9 games today. Looking like a pretty solid slate. So let's start it off here. You can drop a like down below and subscribe if you have not already. Starting off at point guard, most important piece of news is injuries. Luka Doncic is questionable. LeBron James is also questionable. We will see if both of them can go. Luka, we might get news before lock. He's an 8 o'clock tip. LeBron's a 10:30 tip, so we might not get news. Might just have to guess on if you think he's going to play or not. We have some other good plays like like Curry. If he's in, he's only 7,800. He's also questionable. I'd say Kobe White looks good at 6,800. He's going to the starting lineup now. Minutes have been up for him. It should continue to be up. No Zach LaVine again. He had a down shooting game, 8 of 21, but he still put up 44 fantasy points. And now it's a great matchup against Cleveland. I like Elfrid Payton quite a bit at 6,300. Getting good minutes. He's getting like 30 minutes. They play a lot of players, so I don't think he's going to get like 35, 36 minutes very often, but we know that he can still provide value at that price point. And then DeJounte Murray is out today, so that's going to open up minutes for Derek White, Patty Mills, Britton Forbes, etc. I think probably one of my best value plays right now, I would say Derek White is only 4,600. Assume he's going to start for Murray. He's done that in the past. He's been playing pretty well. He even started a game against Brooklyn when they went small, and he played well there, so should see close to 30 minutes tonight, if not more than 30. It's a fine matchup against Dallas at home. He's been pretty good whenever he's given like starting role and given like good minutes. Pretty consistent. So 4,600 at home against the Mavs, I think it's a fine option. Shooting guard, looking at like Harden looks fine. It's a good matchup for the Rockets. They've been playing awful, lost 4 straight. So he looks good, but I probably prefer Russell Westbrook again today. And then I'd say Kobe White looks great, 6,800. Dinwiddie looks fine at 68. Beasley looks pretty good at 62. Fultz looks fine at 5,700. And then more value, you could play like a Matt Dellavedova looks pretty good at 4K. The Cavaliers are once again banged up, so no Tristan Thompson and no Kevin Porter. They've been playing like 7 guys pretty much, so could see a similar situation today. The game against San Antonio did go into overtime, but you still saw basically 40 minutes out of Delly in regulation, so he's been handling the ball. He's gotten double-digit assists the last 2 games, took 11 shots last game. He looks like a solid option at 4,000 as well, so definitely want to consider him. But Kobe White looks like another player that you probably want to have. 6,800 is not the best price, but he's starting now. No Zach LaVine. He's going to have a ton of usage again. And the minutes are even more secure now that he's starting. And it's just a great matchup. Cleveland's one of the worst defensive teams against guards. Small forward, if LeBron James is out today, then that's going to open up a huge amount of usage and opportunity for whoever starts in his place. It's also going to make Anthony Davis the best spend up on the slate. Assume like Rondo might start, but they also have Caruso. They have Kyle Kuzma who get some good runs. So hopefully we can get some clarity. Maybe if he gets downgraded to doubtful throughout the day, then we could kind of just guess. But right now I'm not sure. It's a home game, so LeBron usually does play. He's not like one of those guys that sits out. I'd say more value, or in the 7K range, DeMar DeRozan looks good at 7,400. Definitely think that he's in play. And then you have Osman looks fine at 54. It's a pretty high price point. Probably won't get there on DraftKings, but I like Shaq Harrison, 5,000. And Kuzma if you don't think LeBron's going to play, will probably get more run, like 25 to 30 minutes tonight probably. Over at power forward, there's quite a bit of options that I like. DeAndre Ayton is also questionable, so it's a late game. We probably won't get that news also, unfortunately. But I'm really looking at Aaron Gordon a lot, 7,900. And I like Julius Randle. Randle has crushed it both meetings against the Wizards this year, or I think 3 out of the 4 meetings. He's done well. Yeah, 41 spot. Recently, he had a couple 50 burgers against this team. Really good spot. The minutes have been a little bit down on him. Like, he's getting 33 minutes tops instead of like 38, 37 that he was getting earlier. But still think he's fine in this type of spot. And then I'd say under like 55, you have Trey Lyles. 53 looks fine. Rudy Gay will get more run, more usage, better chance to close tonight. He looks fine at 5,100. And then kind of it right now at the position. Personally, probably will try to get up to like Aaron Gordon, 7,900. Price tag's come down on him. He's been playing great. Double-double the last 2 games. Great matchup against Memphis. They play small, so right now on paper he's matched up against Kyle Anderson. Should be able to crush that kind of matchup. A center, Drummond is one of the best plays on the slate. 8,700. No Tristan Thompson. He's going to get good run in the 30s and minutes. And he's a great producer, point per minute wise. And then you have Baines if DeAndre Ayton is out tonight. And Chris looks fine as well at 6,000. And Lyles looks good. And I think Aldridge is doubtful, so you can assume he's out. But Drummond is tough not to have, 8,700 against this Bulls front court. At guard, I think another value option can definitely be Matt Dellavedova. He's only 4K. He's shown some upside, double-double upside. Recently, it's a fine spot against Chicago. He's going to get good minutes just because they're so banged up. And ever since he's kind of like playing these big minutes, it's taken a little bit away from like Colin Sexton in terms of assist opportunities because Dellavedova is just handling the ball a lot of the time. So I really like him at 4K. He should be able to hit you at least 6x with upside to get you 7 to 8x. So those are the plays that I'm really looking at. And then I'd say that another one that looks pretty good here is like Shaq Harrison at 5,000 looks fine. But if you want to pay up a bit, and I think Julius Randle is 7,600, that looks like another solid option. So you still have 52 left for the other spots. But I do like Julius Randle today. Do like Aaron Gordon. Can try to double stack them. And then over on Fanduel here, point guard wise, Westbrook looks great. John Morant looks good. Rubio looks good. Kobe White looks good. A lot of options. Elfrid Payton, even Sexton. Fultz sub 5K. Harrison sub 5K. White sub 5K. Quite a bit of options to consider on FanDuel. Then you also have Delly at 3,900. So this position is loaded on FanDuel today. I still say that Kobe White at 6,400 is probably the guy that I want the most. Shooting guard, I like Devin Booker a lot, 8,200. Especially if DeAndre Ayton sits out one more game against Portland. I'd say LeVert under 7K looks fine. The matchup is tough, though. Beasley's been playing really well, taking a ton of shots. He looks good at 5,700. And then Brooks has been awful lately. Continues to be at a price point that you have to consider at 4,900. Personally, I'm looking at like a Beasley, 57. Good price point. Playing big minutes and playing good minutes. And took 20 shots last game. Just made 8 of them. But he's been getting good rebounds. He's been chipping in with some peripherals every game. So he's not been entirely scoring dependent. And against Houston, they have been awful lately. Defensively as well. So definitely Beasley can make value. Small forward, once again, pay attention to the status of LeBron James. The main guys I'm looking at are TJ Warren, Gordon Hayward, and Chetty Osman at 4,400 looks good, and Rudy Gay at 4,300 looks good as well. Like Osman right now, 4,400 is just playing a lot of minutes. We'll see probably 35, 36 again. It's a good price point for him. Just they don't really have any other options right now to fill in the small forward besides like Alfonso McKinney. So 4,400 for Osman should make value. Power forward, Davis would be the top play if LeBron sits. You still have other guys that are priced down, like Julius Randle's only 7,300. Aaron Gordon at 7K looks good. Kevin Love looks great at 6,900. They're the guys I'm really looking at, and then Trey Lyles is in play, definitely. Kuzma, depending on LeBron news, is definitely in play. Right now, I'm looking at like Aaron Gordon, 7,000. And then center is like the one position where I kind of know what I want to do. Definitely Drummond is the top play at 8,200. Valanciunas looks in play at 73. You have like a Baines if we know that. Once again, if we know the status of Ayton if he's out. But only a couple options at center on FanDuel. Even Vucevic is in play, but definitely Drummond is the best spot. In the best spot, has the most upside, like 60-point upside, 8,200. So that's the early look for today. Have some injury news on some star players, which will change the slate. But thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and good luck today.